Hello there, so this video is going to be the first I've ever done of a kind of renovation, but it's more like DIY because I know people do renovation videos and they're really fancy and they maybe have a really old property and then they do wonderful things to it. I do have an old property, but I wouldn't call this renovation. It's more like DIY. Sorry, I don't have any makeup on. I am night shift later, so I'm gonna go back to my bed shortly actually. Thought I would give you a quick whiz round what we're gonna change, and hopefully you'll be able to see what we've changed and the kind of makeover of our home as it is. So we're gonna do our bedroom and my living room. Now, the living room is gonna be really straightforward. It's just a lick of paint, to be honest with you, but the bedroom is in desperate need of a bit of TLC. So I'm gonna take you in there first and just show you about and kind of what it's like at the moment. And then I think, hopefully, this video will become a before and after shot of what it's like and what we've done to it. Alright, so first things first, ignore the fact that this wall looks ridiculous because I've took a bit of paper off it. I've also took paper off of the wall here. I wanted to see how easy it would come off before I actually started doing anything. So at the moment we have this kind of green wood slash, I don't know, urban jungle, that's what I like to call it, going on here. Hello. And basically this is the before. So it was kind of this nice green colour and white over here, white everywhere else in the room. But as you can see, some of the seams in my paper are bubbling a little bit. Now, when we first moved in here, we just got the paper up as soon as possible. We wanted to move in, we didn't care. We needed somewhere to sleep, so this was the first room we'd done, and the result of that was pretty bubbly paper, as you can see, pretty bad wallpaper work from myself there. So all of that's going to get taken down and re-papered and then painted. So what I'm thinking is this wall is going to have a kind of slate grey, a kind of grey colour with some pink tones to it. I didn't want to paint the room pink. I didn't want to do a wall of pink or anything like that. I felt that was just a little bit too much. I'm not entirely sure how much my other half was going to agree with that. We came to a compromise of I would do it grey, but maybe these drapes here are going to become like a pink colour. There'll be some pink bedding. Along with that, maybe the curtains there'll be accents. I'm going to get rid of this dressing table. This is a little IKEA dressing table. I'm going to get rid of that. And what I'm going to do is have a new desk, and we'll have some like wood, not as pale as this, maybe a little bit darker than this wood. Some wood and brass and wicker. I actually got a new chair from IKEA, this one here, but I picked it up in the bargain basement bit of IKEA. So we got this for like £20, and I'm sure it retails more expensive than that because it's ex-showroom. I will be getting rid of these bedside tables. I don't think they're going to go with the aesthetic that I'm looking for. And this like cubby hole here, so anybody that lives in a tenement flat, or anybody who doesn't know what a tenement flat is, maybe you don't live in Glasgow or in Scotland where we have a lot of tenement flats, these like press things, so it used to be like a little press, that's what you would call it, back in, I don't know, Victorian times or something, just become shelves in these flats. There's like, it obviously looks like a doorway, there was never a door there, and sometimes in tenement flats these are actual little cupboards with like tiny little cupboards, as deep as they are, you can see there, with a door on it, and they're a bit useless, so I think I'll keep it as shelves, but my plan is to maybe get a little curtain pole of sorts, a brass one of sorts, and then put a curtain over that so we're not seeing all the crap that we've got there. With the curtains, they obviously go with the colours very well, but I am going to probably change them as well so that they will go with the theme. Over this side, I've just got my chest of drawers, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to be doing much change over here. The mirror will be staying once it's all repainted. I did toy with the idea of painting these the same grey colour as I'm going to paint the wall. I'll see how I feel about that at the time. What I might do is just change these little handles, because you can buy different ones in IKEA now. I might get brass ones to kind of keep with the finishes that I want to go for, and I'm going to get some new lamps and bedside tables and stuff as well. So that is the plan. We will see how according to plan this goes. Hey, so we have managed to strip all the wallpaper off the bedroom. So it's looking kind of shitty at the moment, apart from that little patch there. But you know, urban chic, no, it's not looking good at all. But hopefully I have got somebody to come in and paper this room, because I just don't have time to do it. And then me and Alan will get it painted, and well, actually no, is he going to paint it as well? I might see how much that will be as well. If it's, you know, an extra 50 quid, that's fine. I can deal with that. I just don't have the time. But we are going to paint the living room and my bathroom as well, because I don't know if I mentioned at the start, but the reason that I'm kind of doing this is because my neighbours upstairs flooded my bathroom. Thanks for that. I would say it was an accident and be more understanding, but it's the third time they've done it in the space of, well, second time they've done it in the space of about 4 months, and the third time they've done it in 3 years. So getting a little bit, you know, losing my patience with it, if I'm honest with you. But we have took all of the wallpaper off from up here as well, so that will need to be redone. Luckily this is tile, so that didn't get affected. But we've done that now, thankfully. So we're gonna go to B&Q today. We're gonna look at some colours for the living room and for the bedroom, because this is just gonna be the same colour in the bathroom. it just needs to be fixed, annoyingly. So that's going to be the same. I think the colour that was in here, it's like a grey, kind of slate grey colour, I'd be quite keen to do in the bedroom as well. You know, I've been on Pinterest, I've been looking, I've got ideas. So, I'm going to go to B&Q now, me and Alan, and we're going to get some stuff. And then when I come back, I'll maybe give you a little idea of what colours we have picked up. Oh, you're doing 90s cam. Good. Right, so we're just back in from B&Q, and I've definitely picked some paint colours that I like. I'm just going to show you them, but we got some wallpaper paste, obviously, paint, and we went to the range as well. I don't know if anybody knows about the range. We've got a couple of them here in Glasgow now. They're very good. I had a wee plod round there and had a look about, and picked up a really nice lamp too, and a mirror. So I'll maybe show you some of that stuff as well. The house is a tip just now, so please, no judgment on the fact that my floor desperately needs hoovered and stuff like that. I'm really loath to tidy the house at the moment because it's going to get more dirty when we're decorating anyway, so I'm kind of just letting it be, which is annoying me, but it has to be done. Anyway, let me just show you the colours. I'm bringing you over to the light. These two colours here are the things I'm thinking of for the bedroom. Now, Wet Bar is the one that we already had in the bathroom. So I've just bought some more of that colour. But I think we're going to have, like, Alan's not going to let me paint the bedroom pink. He was just a bit like, really, a pink bedroom? You know, I'm not so keen on that, but we could have touches of pink. So, excuse me, quit it. Anyway, as I was saying, so we're going to paint the bedroom this colour, but then in soft furnishings like cushions and curtains, possibly like on the seat that we got, the bamboo seat, I might get a cushion that's kind of this colour. And then this will be the kind of colours for the bedroom, but with some wood and brass and black, actually, is what I'm thinking. Kind of a little bit industrial, is that what I want to say? I'll show you the desk I've got in the hallway. Excuse me, it's going to get in and out of darkness here because I don't have the light on. So in our hallway we have this little desk from IKEA, and we just use it as a bit of a sideboard type thing. And it's just got like white legs. I'm thinking I'll get a similar style of desk for my bedroom to take over my dresser, because I don't want to keep my dresser anymore. I'll just show you some of the other bits we picked up. Yeah, we can see my jazzy slippers here. I picked up this little mirror. Hello. So this one here was only £10. Like, and it actually goes very nicely with my haul. This isn't where it's going to go though, but I picked up this one and it was £9.99 from the range. I thought that was very, very reasonable. And I think that is going to go in the bedroom above here now, because my dressing table has a mirror on it, but if I get a little desk I will not have a mirror, so I thought this one would do the job. That's some of our paints that we got. I also picked up from B&M this little washing basket. It's kind of grey slate colour. Yeah, I also picked up this little hoop. Alan was very much kind of, what on earth is that? Where is it for? What on earth? But I think that'll look really nice. Oh no, I never thought about that. Please don't do that. I thought it would look really nice hanging in the wall in the bedroom. What do you think? Hey! Stop it! Yeah, so that's all the bits and pieces we picked up so far. And we will see how we get on. I'm not going to be able to actually get on with any of the decorating or anything like that until the gentleman comes and papers the room. So as it stands at the moment, I'm going to get on with some uni work. And I will get back to you once we've probably painted and start thinking about getting things together. So I know I'm looking tremendously attractive at the moment and I've got a terrible cold as well. So I've really not been doing any filming, but I'm going to update you on so far what we've done in the bedroom, because I've not really filmed anything for some time because I've just had a massive delivery which has included my desk and some shelving from Amazon. Tell you something, the desk didn't come from Amazon, that was from Wayfair actually. But God, I'm so sorry, I'm so loaded with a cold. But I'll give you a little swizz round what we've done so far. We did have a guy in who helped with papering and painting, so we got that done. We kind of done all the glossing ourselves. We couldn't really, like, we just thought we'd be able to do that ourselves. And now it's just a matter of actually putting the room back together. But obviously I'm waiting on some items to come to actually finish it off. So that was really, really easy to assemble. It was just a matter of screwing the 4 legs on, which was very, very easy. Obviously the lighting is not great just now. It's about 4 or 5 o'clock at night and it's pretty much dark outside. I'll try and get in and show you it tomorrow, or maybe once I've set a little bit more up. I'm so sorry. My voice is terrible. As you can see though, we do have a grey wall over here now. Our bedding and everything is still the same. Pussycat. Our bedding and everything is still the same because I've not really had a chance to get out and refresh it. But we've grey over here now and the rest of the room is white, as you can see behind me. So this is the new desk. I quite like it. So again, it has some grey here, but with like gold through it. And I just have one drawer now. So it's a matter of trying to fit everything on this desk. I do quite like the fact that this desk is slightly smaller. Now it is solid wood as well, so it's actually kind of better made desk. I got it from Wayfair. I don't think it was a ridiculous amount of money either. I'll actually probably just link it down below, any products that I mention, you can see where I've got them from. But the plan is then to have a little hexagonal mirror up here somewhere, and I did get some shelving from Amazon that was like a hexagon as well, and a couple of shelving units here, because obviously this little desk is much smaller than the one I had before. There we go. So these are the little shelving units that I've bought here. There is a bigger and a smaller one, but I have a pack, like I have 2 packs, so I have 2 big ones and 2 small ones. Hopefully you can see them properly. So what I'm thinking, these are going to go on the walls somewhere. Now the thing is, these are black wire obviously. I did consider possibly spraying them gold. I'm going to spray another couple of bits that I did already own that were rose gold to this kind of brass colour to match the legs on the drawer. But I feel like if I just spray everything gold, it's going to look a bit weird and a bit cheap. So actually I'm going to keep some of the black aspects in as well, because the bedside tables that I've ordered have this kind of black wire with wood. So there's going to be kind of differing woods and differing colours of metal, but you know what, matchy is just a little bit old-fashioned now I suppose. So if I can bring that back, you'll see that's one of the shelves in the corner, so we'll maybe put 2 of them there, or a bigger and a smaller one there, and that'll maybe be enough shelving to put some lotions and potions on, and maybe the odd candle, as opposed to having everything on the top of this desk. Back again, and actually today have managed to wash and dry my hair and look semi-presentable. I'm feeling a little bit better, which is nice. I was back at work yesterday, which I think blew off the cobwebs a wee bit, which was quite nice. So, lots of parcels have arrived today. I wasn't expecting them all to come today. Actually, they arrived yesterday, which was really annoying because I actually purposely wanted them to arrive today so that my neighbours didn't have to take in all my parcels, but they're very good neighbours. So, lots of parcels have arrived. Actually, I think 1, 2, 3, 6 parcels have arrived, which has baffled me slightly because I'm a little bit confused about it for the simple reason I've ordered 2 bedside tables, 2 lamps, and a light fitting for the roof, which is 5. So I don't know why there's 6 parcels. I am still waiting on new curtain rails as well, but said that they wouldn't come till next week, although I did receive an email saying that a DPD driver is going to deliver something today at 1 o'clock. So we'll see if that's the curtain poles, which if it is, fantastic, because I could actually maybe go out and get some curtains. Oh, there's a wee mouse in my garden. Anyway, I digress. So, I'm going to open all these parcels. Let me show you what's came. So, these are all the parcels that came. I did start kind of cutting things open because I was too excited. And then I thought, hold on a minute, I will show you what's in them and we'll figure out why there are 6 parcels. I reckon these 2 at the bottom are the bedside tables. These 2 I think must be the lamps. And I want to say this might be the light fitting because it's the longest. This box here though, I'm not entirely sure what it is or why it's came or anything else like that. So let's open them and find out. Right, so in the 2 big boxes, as I said, were the bedside tables. And in the little skinny boxes, where's the skinny box? Here. Oh, I've just got cats falling about everywhere. Stuff sticking to me. Why does packaging have to be so intense? So in these little skinny boxes were actually my lamps, because they kind of need to be built up from flat, and the other box that I wasn't sure what it was actually the big light bulbs for the lamps. So I'm going to go ahead and start kind of putting some things together, like building up the bedside tables and what have you. I'll do that and then I'll come back to you because I think that could be a bit intense watching me do that for ages, because whether or not I'm going to be able to do it quickly will be another matter. Alright, so here are the 2 finished lamps. I actually really like these. Also, the base is marble. To be fair, these are solid marble. They're really heavy. You know, I don't know fanciness of marble, and maybe it's a fake marble. I don't know, but it is a solid piece of stone. So it was really, really heavy. And obviously the other packet was the light bulbs. And I think they look really nice. I really like them. So it's actually taken me quite a while to build those bedside tables. They weren't the easiest to put together. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, flat pack furniture is really difficult. Usually I'm fine with it. Usually I'm like, okay, this goes here, that goes there. I get it. But I think there was a couple of bits in the instructions that actually might have been back to front because I had to change a few parts for it to work. So I think there was actually misinstruction in the instructions. But I built them, and sorry, it's actually so dark now. It's like 10 past 2 in the afternoon, and it's like pretty much pitch black in Scotland. Alright, so this is the finished bedside tables. Excuse the cat tunnel in the background. I like them. If I come down and show you, they're kind of like black metal legs. Oh, hello, Molly. With this kind of geometric pattern on the front, which I quite like, and they match the little desk that I got. My other kind of thing is, the size of them is pretty huge when you look at them like that, but the actual size of the drawers is really quite small in comparison to the size of this. Like, I feel like there's a big gap here where you could quite easily have a little bit more drawer, and then they would be a little bit deeper, because look at this. The actual size of the drawer is really small. So I'm going to put them in with the lamps and we'll see how we go. I've got another couple of bits that I need to kind of piece together, including the light. And I got another delivery, which is another shelf for the wall. So it's coming together a little bit now. Right, so in the light of day, here are the bedside tables and the lamps. I actually really like them. I really like this. I still obviously need to get a curtain for the back of the bed. I'm not hating that it's bare. I just think when I'm going to start pulling in some of the pink tones, there needs to be something back there. I really like, actually, the bedside, the bedside tables there. I think they're really nice. They are a little bit bigger than the ones I had, so I've had to push the bed over. As you can see, there is more room on this side than there is that, which is sending my OCD a bit daft, but can you see what I mean? It's like a smaller space here and a bigger space here. But it meant that I could get Allen's in, and it is covering the, what do you call this, door frame of this little cupboard area here, but at least it's not overlapping that, whereas if I'd left it at the other side, this would have overlapped onto where my mirror area is here, and I thought that would look even more silly. So I really, really like it. I'll show you the lamp on. It's really, wow. Okay, so the lamp is really, really bright when it's on, like, because there's no shade, because it's just the bulb. With both on, it is almost like having a football park illuminated or something like that. So during the evening, we usually just put one on at the moment. Now, here's the bane of my existence. I put the lamp up on the ceiling, the new ceiling frame. Ceiling fixture, I don't know what you want to call it. The new light fitting, that's the best word to describe it. Because we have old-fashioned cornicing at the top, that's like the stuff that's around the top here as well. I've said before, when you live in Glasgow and you live in a tenement flat, a lot of these high-ceilinged buildings have this. So because we have that, it makes it very difficult to put kind of modern fittings. Alan is not in love with this. He's like, it doesn't go with the room, we've got too old-fashioned a ceiling for that to go. I don't hate it though, I quite like it, but it took forever to get up. I'm only 5'5". I was at the top of a ladder. These are obviously very, very high ceilings. At the moment, I'm going to get some nice light bulbs, put them in, because as I say, the brightness from these lamps here is so much that I'm not direly worried that if this is not working right at this moment in time before Christmas, because I just need my bedroom back to normal. Obviously the bed, everything has to be pushed out the way to get up to that. So at the moment, I think I'm going to just let it be and maybe deal with it in the springtime, because honestly, the amount of time it took me to sort that out, I just can't even bear it. I really can't. It's coming together a little bit. The desk is still over there, obviously. I don't know, I did show you the curtain things, I think, already. So they're sitting on there to get you a bit more of an idea of a colour palette. But yeah, things are coming together at last. So thankfully today it is much brighter than it has been for the past like flipping week. I feel like I've been living, like I wake up at, you know, 8 in the morning, Alan goes to work, and I literally don't wake up till 10 because it's pitch black until about 10 o'clock, which has really helped my productivity. Anyway, what I was going to say, today the curtain poles came, which are quite exciting because the curtain poles, obviously I need. Issues that I have, because we live in a tenement flat, is length of curtain. Now IKEA have one set of curtains that is a 3-meter length and is almost specifically the colour of grey I have on my wall. So I thought I would go and give them a try. I want to get a curtain for the back of the bed, as I already said, a kind of pink tone, because that's the kind of colours I'm going for. So I'm going to go to IKEA. I'll quickly show you my little curtain poles. So that one there is just obviously the longer curtain pole for the bigger window. I'm just going to show you the shorter one because they are both exactly the same. Excuse me, I was watching YouTube videos on my laptop while I was getting ready. Okay, so that's in there. They're like this gold brass and they are extendable. So this smaller one is going to be for above here. And I think that will look quite nice. These look quite good. Because to be honest with you, if this room doesn't get finished soon, I might move out, because it is up to here. This should have took me a week to do, but what with all the uni work I've had to do, working, being away, Alan being very busy at work as well, we're kicking the arse off the 4-week mark at next week I think will be 4 weeks, and it is driving me insane. Right, so we're gonna crack on. I'll go to IKEA. Yeah, so I just got in from IKEA, and to be honest with you, I think we had a relatively successful shop, but we have to see if these curtains fit. Now I'm just going to show you quickly what I got. So I picked up one of these, what do you call them? It's like for picture frames, but it's like a rack that goes on the wall. And then you put it up on the wall, like so. And then the picture frames sit in it, which my plan was to put up here above the bed. But I'm not going to unwrap that and do that just now. I'm going to ask Alan's thoughts on that in case he's not keen, and then we can take it back. Also, much to my enjoyment, always check out Bargain Basement and IKEA, because these here are the exact curtains that I wanted to get, the 3-metre ones in the dark grey, originally £60. And because they were a showroom product, I got them for 45. So, I have to say, very pleased with that. I just have to keep my absolute fingers crossed that they fit. I also picked up a set of the Slanella curtains, is it? I've already took these out because I could at least put these up myself. Yeah, that's it there. The Slanella. Not Slanella, Sanella. I've put one behind the back of the bed. Now, that's one of them behind the back of the bed. I'm not sure whether or not I want both of them or just the one. They do need a little bit of an iron. You can see there's quite a lot of creases when I come quite close, so I'll maybe run a little iron over them as well. This isn't finalised. But I thought if I put one there, then the other one could go there, but then I feel like, is that just too much pink? Does that look ridiculous? I'm gonna try both, we'll see. I also got a really nice throw, the Inga Britta. I don't know why I'm trying to say all the IKEA stuff because it's solid to say anyway. But it's in a kind of like muted pink as well. I picked up a grey, what is it? Audrun, and again in this kind of grey colour. I'm getting a bit wary that everything is getting a bit pink and grey, and I don't want it to be completely pink and grey. So the bedspread I got is neither. It's a bit neutral, kind of white with little marks on it. Again, I'm not totally convinced about this yet. A lot of this stuff I will wait to get Alan's opinion on. A Sanella cushion, that's just to like swap in here. I tell a lie, it's this size, the long one, so that's to go at the front. And then I got this one. Now I don't mind my gold spot cushion there, that's okay. I got this one as well, which I don't know if in the light you can see, so it's kind of like beige, then a pink, a really dark grey, a lighter grey, and what looks like a mustard, but I would say kind of more gold. So it's kind of got all the colours that I'm going for, so I've popped that in. I picked up a couple of Chrissy Dicks because, you know, it's nearly that time. Some light bulbs for the thing on the ceiling that I'm not sure is working yet. I picked up a set of these little pots. I thought these were quite nice. Now, reason being, because I'm not going to have a lot on this desk over here, I'm going to need a little bit more storage. And I think these will sit quite nicely over there on like the top, and what I might do is put little things like baubles and Kirby grips and stuff like that in here rather than them having sitting all over there. My plan is that I'm going to now probably do things like hair in front of this mirror, because in my bottom drawer I've started storing hair stuff in there, so that's my kind of extra bit of storage that I've got there. Also, you might have seen these lying. I picked these up from H&M Home over a year ago actually. And I think this was like the first kind of idea of what I wanted my bedroom to be a little bit like. So actually, these pillows are gonna go with the gold spot. What do we think? I think that'll look okay. I might keep the bedding neutral and white. I think if I made that grey, it's all gonna be a bit too much. What else did I get? What else did I get? I've diverted. A little fake plant pot. It's a fake one because I do have real ones, but sometimes having too many to look after means, you know, they die. So I thought I'll get a little fake one and a little, quite like the little vase, that's nice. And of course a little gold one as well. I do have one of these little gold pots in the bathroom actually, and this is one of these trailing plastic things. there we go, trailing plastic thing here. So my plan was as well to put that on the side of whatever I put up there, but whether or not that goes up there is another story. And lastly, I picked up this little, it's actually a jewellery box. So I have a set of these stacking things in the bathroom in this wood colour, but this is a new piece. As I said, I don't want everything over on this desk. So my plan is, this is actually like a little jewellery box. It's got a little drawer at the bottom and 3 sections and a mirror. So what I might do is, again, pop that over here for when you're getting ready, because you're looking in the mirror thinking, what jewellery am I putting on? Well, it's here to make that decision. So the bits and bobs I picked up so far, I'm not saying I'm going to keep all of it. If the curtains don't work, luckily, even though they were in bargain basement, they are refundable. If the curtains don't work, if, for instance, Alan doesn't like the idea of the picture frame thing being above the bed, I'll maybe just put the frames back up. I'm going to try and get shelves up today as well, and the curtain rails, obviously. I will not keep anything that we won't use, because that would just be silly. So that's what I've got so far. I'm going to crack on with actually trying to do some of this stuff now, because I'm actually night shift later. It's just been non-stop, and to be honest with you, at this point in time, I was going to film my favourites today for November, and I'm just like, how am I going to do all this? When am I going to get it edited? I had loads of grand plans to be like, oh, do you know what? I'll not do Vlogmas, because I'm not that festive, but I might do a little run-up kind of thing. But at the moment, I'm just like, my head is in a crap place, and the reason it's in a crap place is because my house is in complete disarray. So this is my focus at the moment. So I apologise that there's not been much up, and I apologise if it's like, oh, I'll do this and this and this. And the Prague vlogs, nothing's been up. They may go up before this, I don't know, but we'll see. I'm just feeling a bit washed out. Alright, so we had a little bit of trouble. When I took down the old curtain rail, it took some of the gloss off and I had to re-gloss the bloody window frame, which is a little bit annoying. I've put up the first curtain rail on the door frame, like a little cubby hole we've got, and I've put the pink curtain up. I don't know if it's too much pink. I think it's a little bit too much. So I might be inclined to use that curtain on the back of the bed, so they're both on the back of the bed, and then get a paler curtain, like, I don't know, maybe not voile, because the reason I want to put a curtain there is to hide all the crap we've got in that cubby hole, but maybe like just something lighter to go over. So as you can see, we've got the back of the bed and the one over the little cubby hole, which coincidentally fits the length of our door very well. I think most people's curtains must be the length of our door frames. That's the problem of having really high ceilings. So that's how it's sitting now. I know there's ladders, I'm sorry. I just don't know if that's all a bit too much pink. I did iron those curtains and they still look terribly creased. I maybe have to steam them. I wonder if I take the steamer to them. I might leave it just now. I'm going to leave it now. I'll see what Alan thinks. I think Alan is going to think that is too pink for his manly exterior. He's going to be like, oh my god, it's like Barbie's bedroom. So I think I might just put the pink over here and then maybe get a paler curtain for there. I'm just waiting on this gloss drying now, and I'll be able to put the other one up and try the other curtains. Yeah, so that's where we're at now. I'm feeling so fed up of this now. I wish it was just done. I know I seem a bit grouchy, I'm sorry, but it's just getting on my nerves now. So I'll leave the curtains as they are, finish the rest, and I'll come back to you when I've started to put things back in my bedroom. Hi, so it's been a while and it's now 2020. It is the new year and I never really got around to showing you my finished bedroom. So I thought I would do it just now. I thought I would give you a little finale tour of the after of the bedroom now that we are well and truly finished it. I don't think there's anything to add in here now. I'm really, really happy with how it's turned out. I hope the lighting is going to be okay because it's actually a really dull and dismal day. January, what do you expect? But I'll give you a quick tour and hopefully you like it too. Alright, so I hope that you can see, because I do have the lights on and it looks really yellow, but hopefully you can see what we've done with the place. As I say, it is actually a really grey day outside. So, 2 cats on the bed there. Boop, boop. I showed you the wall when it had been done, probably on a slightly brighter day than this, but that is the wall done now. We have both curtains behind the bed. I did take the pink from behind here away and just put both curtains here because I think it looks much better. I have a grey one there, as you can see, and we put up our frames again. These are actually all prints we already had. I just took away the big frame and made them all the same size and moved some things about my house a little bit. I'll come over here. You can see we've got lovely new bedding. All the pillows are exactly the same. I think I mentioned that I got these in an H&M sale. This is an IKEA pillow, I'm sure I've showed you. And actually this is from winter 2018. And it's usually a pillow that I'll bring out more kind of winter time rather than have it in the summer. But I think it goes really well with the look at the moment. 2 sleepy kittens, as I say. And here we are over the other side. Obviously the lights are the same. I don't know if you can really see them there. They're pretty cool. I've showed you them before as well. And we got a little cushion for our bamboo seat and just added this pink one to go with the kind of theme of the room. I did get up my brass curtain poles, thankfully. They look really good. And in this little corner here, I have a little picture of our old cat Daisy. Somebody very kindly painted that for me, so it's a little picture of her there. And coming round here, washing basket. It's not terribly exciting, I'm afraid, but if we come over here, this is my new setup for kind of tabletop beauty area, dressing table, so to speak. That's the new desk that I got. You can see here there's like my camera stand and things, sorry. But this little basket is for my empties. I always keep a little basket there to shove things in. It used to be a little paper bag, but I've decided I'll use that basket instead. This here was actually rose gold, and I've just sprayed it kind of brass instead. So it's exactly the same little clip light that was already there, but I've just sprayed it. New mirror, a couple of new other little accents on the top here. But everything is now in this drawer with regards to beauty things, and under here I've got my hairdryer, straighteners, things like that stashed. My shelving is now where I am keeping all of my skincare. A little photo there because I'm a bit cheeseball. That's Alan's aftershave. And a little cactus. We have some sort of kind of little wall art thing here. I think that's from B&M's or Home Bargains or something, but I kind of liked it, so that's up there too. Also, we got new rugs. Now, this one here, as you can see, is really very nice. Cost me about £70, I want to say, from Dunelm. But also, this is a slightly smaller version of the exact same rug. Like, it is identical, and this one cost me £14.99 from B&M's, and it is the exact same rug, exactly the same. I did need the bigger size for that side, but like I can't believe the price difference, and it's exactly the same rug. These are also from Dunelm, I think. I don't know if I mentioned that there. I've kept my chest of drawers exactly the same. I didn't change the handles on them, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. I didn't want things looking too gold. Mirror is exactly the same as well. Hello. And on the top here we have some new prints. Now again, these are not new frames. These are the ones that I had in the living room, but I sprayed them antique gold, the brass colour, and the prints are from discontinued. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I will link it down below in the description box. I see a lot of people speak about these. I have to say I have been influenced by influencers to go on their site and have a look, but actually really, really reasonable, and I really like the prints and I really like the colours in this room. I have like just a nice big candle up here. I bought that for Christmas. Some foliage. This was already here as well, so this is just the same. This little, like, there's a name for this. Is it Terrazzano or Terrazzino, or it's kind of an 80s style, I suppose. But this print does have a name and I can't remember what it is, but this is also from B&M's, and I really liked the little pot. I thought that was very cute. I have here my kind of fragrance as such. I might get a little tray of some sort to put that on, but at the moment it's just sitting like this because this is also a new one that I got for Christmas, so I thought they can sit on top of that. Again, some foliage, some fake plantage, because these are real. There is a few real bits and bobs, but sometimes you're like, I don't want to have to look after every plant, so this is a fake one. I'm sure I've showed you that in the little haul, and this is how I've set up my jewellery. So as soon as I'm like, okay, I've got this outfit on, I like what I'm wearing, what jewellery is going to go with that, I come here and I pick out what I want to put on, and that's it really. I think the only other thing to mention was the arrow on the back of the door, another thing that I already owned, but these were rose gold. I unscrewed them and sprayed them brass and put it back on the back of the door. It was out in the hall originally, but I moved it in here, and I think that works really well just to keep stuff on the back of the door, and I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with how it's came together. I really, really like it. Anyway, so that is it for now. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know it's pretty dull in here today, I'm sorry, I can't really show you the colours perfectly, but I hope you get an idea of what I've done and how I've got on with it. Hopefully this hasn't been too long because it's felt like an absolute age for me to get things done, but that is it, it's finished, I'm happy, I'm thrilled with my new bedroom, it's great. And I know I was going to do a little living room kind of before and after changing room style thing as well. But what I'm going to do is move that video over to IGTV. So follow me over on Instagram, and that is obviously going to be a much shorter video. I didn't take time to film me painting the living room or anything like that in the lead up to Christmas. There was just far too much going on. So it is now finished, and I obviously have the clips from before, but it won't be as in-depth as this. So if there's any questions about that, then fire over there and have a look at that as well. I will make sure that will be up around about the same time as this. You can follow me over there. It's the same name as my channel, and I'd be thrilled if you do that as well. Otherwise, if you've liked this, if you like this kind of stuff, if you like this style, if you like listening to me rabbit on, then please subscribe, that would be lovely as well. And I hope you're all having a fabulous new year. I hope you've got lots of planned for 2020, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!